Oh, have you all seen the big blue butterflies, the big Ulysses? Most of you haven't. Large bright green tree in front of us is a host tree for that type of butterfly's caterpillar. It's one of the few types of tree on which they can survive once they've hatched out of the egg. It's called the euodia. We've got a couple of them here and a couple further around. They attract a lot of the blues in, but particularly to this area. So the next 100, 200 yards or so is a good area to watch out for them. It's where you stand best chance of seeing them actually. As we go under it, if you have a look at the leaves, you can see holes in the leaves. That's been done by the caterpillars. Lots of holes in the leaves. Oh, and they've spelt the Latin name wrong. It should read E-U-O-D-I-A, apparently. It's a euodia tree, not an evodia tree. Doesn't make a lot of difference, really, does it? What I should mention, actually, is that they're a commercially valuable tree, which are grown in southern Queensland. There's two types that we have up here that the butterflies use as a host. There's the Duboisia lycardii, and the euodia. And they're grown for the chemicals that the butterflies can't live without, actually, in the leaves. It's alkaloids, mixture of alkaloids. I can only remember the name of two of the products. Atropine, scopolamine. The two I can remember. Atropine, which is an antidote for a lot of types of poisonings with nerve toxins, apparently. Eye drops used in. Scopolamine is used in motion sickness preparations, apparently in some type of heart stimulants. I don't know exactly why it's put there. There's lots of other uses. Scopolamine was one of the first of the well-known truth serums. You OD somebody on it, they talk a lot and then drop dead. Not very nice at all. The local Aboriginals knew about the chemicals in these. The direct translation of their name for it was the wide-eyed tree. If you get a couple of leaves off and crush them and have a sniff, you'll get very wide-eyed. Also, it will have an effect on the pupils. There's the fumes getting into the eyes when you sniff it. It dilates the pupils. That's the atropine doing that. But you get high as a kite. And unfortunately, it's really dangerous, and you're just as likely to end up dying eventually as getting high, so it's not something you should try out. And it does mean that we've got drug addict butterflies floating around. There's one there, right in front of us, coming around the tree. That's one of the big blue ones, and he's not going to show us the colour. Maybe if we're lucky out this side, if he goes that way. Where'd it go? It's right up there. Oh well. Most of you saw it, did you? There'll be $10 a head extra. We'll probably see some more. He's gone right out the back here now. Can't see it at all. Yeah, see, the caterpillars literally cannot live without those chemicals. So they're sort of drug addicts. They sort of get hooked on it, not high on it. The junkies. The growth on the tree trunk up here is an orchid. Minor king orchid, or Dendrobium speciosum. Unfortunately, it's not quite ready to flower yet. If you'd like to wait till October, I can show you some flowers. Now, most of the native orchids flower in October, unfortunately. I can't show them to you this time of year. Some papaya. The large papaya tree there with flowers and fruit forming is a female. The small tree next to us is the male tree. You see the big difference in the shape of the flowers. The male trees very rarely breed fruit, and if they do, it's not normally edible. You have to have the male trees to fertilise the female trees, though. They're sort of uselessly essential. Or essentially useless, or something like that. That's what my wife says about me, too, actually.